Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys and girls for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Oh boy, 2020. Less than 2 months left to this year. This year has been awful. We know it's been awful, but you know what? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. At least that's what we're always told. Tomorrow we got a game against the Steelers. The Steelers are 7-0. It's looking like Zeke Elliott with the hamstring and us going into the bye week. So it looks like Zeke Elliott probably is not going to play. This hurts because we've had so many guys that have been hurt that it hurts me too. But don't look at it as, a completely negative thing. I know the season, it stinks that here it is week 9 and we've got 2 wins. And we have so many key players that are hurt. But this is actually an opportunity. This year has been a crazy year. We all know this. The fact that we're still social distancing and can't do the things that we used to. The fact that, no stadiums had more than 20,000 fans in it is just unbelievable. This year is not like any other year. It's not like a regular year. And the Cowboys, I'm going to give them some credit that they tried something different. Not everything that you do works the first time. Or sometimes it takes time to make things work. Now, I don't know for sure about Mike McCarthy. I don't know. But you have to at least give him enough time to at least see what he's got. And with this year being the year that it is, you can't really grade like a normal year. I mean, let's face it. We're on a 4th-string quarterback. Your running back is hurt. Your offensive line has been hurt. Your defense is in transition without the right players to fit the scheme. And everybody's new without enough time to really practice. So I'm okay. I'm actually looking forward to seeing some of these other guys, this younger talent and stuff, play for the Cowboys. Because in the end, when you think back to catastrophic years for the Cowboys, the 1-15, we had to go through that year to hit rock bottom, to start affecting the change that ended up bringing us 3 Super Bowls. We had to go through the Ice Bowl and then losing to the Green Bay Packers again in the championship game and then losing to the Baltimore Colts in the Super Bowl before we finally started becoming that dynasty team in the 70s. We had to go through 2015 after the catch no catch and hit bottom to bring in Zeke and Dak and some other players to turn the team around. And it's kind of like, I'm trying to think what the term is for stock market. A correction, that's what it is. In the stock market, it's called a correction. And by that means, things got overinflated and then it drops back down to where it really should be. Well, this is kind of like a correction for the Dallas Cowboys. And if you're going to have a correction, probably this year that's just been crazy is the year to have it. Let's get focused in, see how we can compete. Let's see these young guys that are trying to find their way, find themselves a spot on this team, and become the future. Because a lot of times you get guys out there that you wouldn't normally see. Because you have such great talent around you, you might never put them on the football field and find out, hey, wait a minute, that guy can perform. And when you think about, let's say, Tony Romo. If Tony Romo hadn't gotten hurt when he did, and Cooper Rush hadn't gotten hurt, would Dak Prescott still be Dak Prescott? Is this kind of like sliding doors? You know what I mean? Where the opportunity presents itself at just the right time. That Dak was fortunate enough that Kellen Moore got hurt early in training camp, so he got elevated to 2nd string, and that Tony Romo being the veteran, didn't play in preseason and didn't practice like on Wednesday or Thursday because he was a veteran, that gave Dak Prescott more time to actually get comfortable with the team. And then Tony Romo gets hurt. He's ready to step in and take the role. If that had happened in the middle of the season, he might have been like Brandon Whedon because he didn't get the reps. He didn't get those preseason games. Sometimes in life, timing is everything. And this might be the time for some of these younger guys out here to step up. I look at a Randy Gregory, a guy who is looking for inner peace, who can become an artist on the field. This guy is thankful to be back. And when you really love doing something and are thankful about having it, you end up being more passionate to it, as opposed to somebody that's just like, yeah, I'm just here for a check. And you'll probably find a lot of these guys who weren't the big names, that don't have the big contract, that have that dog in them that they want a piece. And once they get a taste of that piece, they don't want to let that thing go. And that's the kind of guys that you want on the teams. And see, I know a lot of people get tired of me talking about Dak, but you know, that power of four. See, that's one of the reasons why I look at Dak Prescott and understand his worth ethic. Because he was never the guy that was the gifted guy that everybody said, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. You know, we're bringing you here because you're going to be a star. You've always been the afterthought. And once you get into that spot, you understand what it took to get there. And you're going to work your ass off to make sure you stay there. I'll give you another example. I went to school at JMU, mid-'80s. I was fortunate enough to be on the same team because, as I put it to Charles was like, yeah, you were on the team, okay? You didn't play much, which is true. I was first to admit it. We didn't win much at JMU at that time. This wasn't the national championship JMU Dukes that they've become over the last, 10 years. This was the JMU Dukes that we win like, 3-4 games a year. But when Charles went to San Francisco and he was part of that winning organization and they constantly won, the problems I think they had with Charles was because he got a taste of that winning and he owned that winning. And if you did not hold up to your part of the bargain and you're the reason why we lost, you just stole something from me. You stole that victory from me. And that's why I'm going to go after your ass. Because Charles didn't come from that school, that big college, that national championship team that constantly won. Once you get the taste of the good stuff, man, you want to keep getting that good stuff. You don't want to go back to the Mad Dog 2020. You want the good stuff. And I hope that we find some guys out there that want a taste of that good stuff. I'll give you another one, although he was high on their priorities making the trade with the Eagles. That's a guy that got a position that he ain't going to let go of. And that's Tyler Badass. That guy, you're going to have to kill him to take that center spot. That ain't no joke. And that's the kind of dogs I want to find for this team and in the future. Because that's what you need to win in today's NFL. Well, that's all I got to say about that. Tomorrow, week number 9. We only have 17 regular weeks of this stuff, so even though the Cowboys stink and probably don't have much of a chance, I'm going to still be here and I'm going to still enjoy watching my Cowboys. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, I appreciate you guys being here and listening to me ramble. I'll see you later. It's time to turn off the lights, This part is over. See you in the morning.